and it's utterly ecstatic. The entire weight of this world, of your past, of your future, completely gone. Here, states of samadhi begin. The path of Bhakti Yoga involves increasing love. What you love now, double it 10 times. That will be next year. And then double it 100 times, that would be in 2 years. And then that love, what will it do when we increase it? Love is the organizing factor. It brings harmony to all levels. It is love, essentially, that puts all the cells of our body in their place. The cells love the organs love the whole body, the cells love the whole body, and therefore they just know where to go, know what to do, because there is an identity. Love creates an identity with the whole. And that identity harmonizes, brings order. If you have a work environment and there is no love there, everybody comes and are completely cold, there will be very little harmony. But you take the workers on a few days, they enjoy, they become friends, you do some yoga with them, you take them to nature, you give some lectures, they start to become friends, they love each other. And this is why big companies today spend so much money on these activities. They start to love each other a bit, and there is harmony. And if they love each other a lot, like for example in some startup companies, or some organizations which involve volunteering and a lot of love, there is a lot of love between the workers. And then when there's a lot of love, there is a lot of harmony. There is an integration. So love creates harmony, and love makes us similar and eventually identical to the one we love. So we become closer and closer, more and more similar to the one we love. If you look at the videos 5 years ago of Blandine and I, we were not so similar as we are today. But because we love each other a lot.
I have a beard now.
Yeah, Blandine has a beard now and I have long hair. But in the heart, even in the style of speech, the style of thought and so forth, we become very much identical to the one that we love. That's also the reason why we love them, is because we want to become like that. So if we would love the wholeness of the universe, if we would love the supreme absolute, we will eventually become like that, inevitably. Next aspect, love brings meaning to everything. Check anything in your life that has meaning, it has love. Take out love from that equation, there is just no meaning. Take out love from your life, nothing has meaning. So when you increase love, you increase meaning. Love brings joy, and eventually, as we will see, bliss. It brings forgiveness, it's healing, it brings empathy. It gives birth to wisdom and intuition as a part of this integration in the whole. And love reduces selfishness, attachments, and pride. So because of all these qualities of love, we can live in the world and attain spiritual perfection and have this in harmony. The more we grow spiritually, the easier and sweeter life becomes, because life is a lot about people, and we just have more love for everyone, and we are lighter and more forgiving, and we heal fast, and we are confident and less attached. And the love which is attained through bhakti is a love that will never leave you. You see, we keep searching for a safe love. We had love even with our parents when we were children. We got really hurt as children, almost all of us. And if not as children, in the first relationship, in the second relationship. Human love is not so safe. And yet we are searching, and we have that ideal for a very safe love. Well, there is one thing that is safe. This is the absolute, God, whatever you like to call it. If you love that, you will have a safe refuge no matter what. Read all the psalms and the hymns for Shiva and the Sufi hymns from Islam. It always comes out. This is my only refuge. This love will never forsake me. It's only up to you. The universe will always love you back if you love. The whole will always love the parts. Of course, he will. They are parts of him or her, inevitably. And that's a safe love. And the more you direct your love intensely to that, the more you feel this safety, and therefore you are detached. And all the traumas of love, they just vanish. They just disappear. Because now the flow of love is continuous in you. It is free. And you know 100% that you can trust that which you love, and that which you love, your beloved, your godly beloved, loves you back. So, Bhakti indeed is the easiest and safest spiritual path. You can see there Saint Francis of Assisi, together with all these wolves and animals and so forth, is a perfect example of a Bhakti yogi from the Christian tradition. So, if you want to attain enlightenment through focus, the amount of effort, of sacrifice, of reprogramming your human nature, which is generally unfocused, filled with mental agitation, it's a tremendous sacrifice. This is why they would go on caves in the Himalaya and live off barely nothing so that they can focus, because it's very hard to do it in the world. But to grow love exponentially, as we will see, is so much easier. There is one fundamental risk in Bhakti Yoga, and not to forget it, the risk is to become fanatic. That's the thing. So many of the world religions that have a Bhakti Yoga as a great element in them, they become fanatic. We have the truth, nobody has the truth, therefore let's cut their necks open for the sake of our truth. So the important thing to understand is the universality. It doesn't matter the name of the absolute, the name of the whole. All paths are real. All paths that go on this path of love are real, and you can respect all of them and not limit yourself in any form of fanatism. Stages of Bhakti. First stage, you feel nothing for the whole. You read a poem about God and you feel nothing. You read the Bible or the Gita or the Upanishads and the Tantras and you feel nothing. But you have an intellectual curiosity and you are willing to start. So at this stage you will just start practicing. And through practicing, for example, doing asanas ananahata, loving more the people around you, and continuing to touch inspiring texts, eventually you will move from stage 1 to stage 2, in which the first sparks of love to the beloved, a love to God, will appear, either through practice or through grace. Some people are just like that. Some people already, when they are children, like Blandine. When she was 5 or 6, she was going to church on her bicycle and praying with so much love. That was just her. For me, when I was 6, I didn't know to ride a bicycle and I didn't care at all about God. different destinies, yeah? I had to build it. I figured out, I received a lecture like this, and then I understand this is the best path. So I worked for years on Anahata because I was not so open at this level, and I'm very happy that I did, and that I could walk through this path as we will see it. Now, when you have such love, and in moments of such intense love for the Absolute, and whether you are watching an amazing view, you're reading a poem or a scripture, or you're just meditating and suddenly you feel that love, it starts, or there are glimpses of a whole new perspective of life. That love starts to give a different feeling of identity. Until now, I thought I was this triangle floating in the water. But now I feel I love all the water in the ocean. I just love all the water in the ocean. But if I love all the water, who am I? I thought I was this triangle and I was trying to worry only for this triangle. When that love appears, the triangle starts to crack and the ocean comes in and the triangle starts to come out. There is an osmosis. At the third stage, and this normally comes through practice, but like I said, for some people, they're just born with such a fantastic love, very mature souls, pure souls. The love becomes intense. And it becomes as intense in the beginning and then more intense than the love you feel for your lover when you are in love. When we are in love intensely, especially in the beginning of the relationship, and if you are on a tantric path, you can maintain that love. When we love with that intensity and that state of falling in love, there is a particular grace. When we ourselves are so attuned to love as we are in a state of falling in love, that intensity makes us selfless. And then suddenly we don't have the powers of that little triangle, limited line in the water, but the certain currents of the oceans begin to work in us. Here, when the love becomes intense, we begin to detach from the world, and we begin to become pure, and the personality transforms very fast. When this love awakens, the shift of perception becomes very big and the joy becomes very, very intense. Intense love for the Absolute, intense love for the wholeness, for the universe, for God, involves a tremendous joy. And once that joy is savored, we detach from the limited joys of this world. In the same way that if you were watching porn from when you were, I don't know when they start today, when they are 9, until you were 23, you would watch porn every day, and then when you are 23, you actually fall in love tremendously. And the beloved you fall in love with is also in love with you. And you start making love many hours every day. You detach from porn. It falls off. You don't even know when you lost it. Because now there is real love. Once you have real love for that, for the Absolute, then the things of this world, they look like porn. Pride and money and security and validation from other people is faint. When that love awakens, the things of this world, they become like dust. Sure, you do your duties, but your joy is in that love. So with that, the personality transforms very much from that state of detachment. You become less and less selfish and therefore super confident, super light, happy, generous, like some of you wrote now, just full of a power to give. From there, we move to stage 4, where the love from the beloved becomes more intense than the love for this world. And that's the turning point. Why we are not enlightened, why we see ourselves as that little triangle, that small egoistic point in the universe and not as a wave in the ocean, why we cannot see ourselves as part of the ocean, because we love the game of separation. The game of separation is called this world. We love food and fame and social time and Netflix and ice cream and whatever it is we love more than fusion, more than the Absolute. As soon as we love the Absolute more, ecstasy appears. And if in the third stage we had very wonderful joy, in the fourth stage we have ecstasy. It's described in stages traditionally bhava, parabhava, and prema as the supreme love, and it's very clear. those stages, you lose the feeling of your body completely. It's not many people in the New Age, oh, it was ecstatic. Yeah, you had some kind of blissful buzz, very nice. No, but that kind of love, you lose completely the feeling of the body, and you lose completely the feeling of the outer world. There's just love and awareness. And it's utterly ecstatic. The entire weight of this world, of your past, of your future, completely gone. Here, states of samadhi begin. And in the fifth stage, we are established in that kind of love, and that is basically the state of enlightenment where the part identifies with the whole. It is considered, the state of prema, of supreme love, considered to be higher than all paranormal powers and all other powers in yoga. Pure love, supreme love, prema, is considered the most valuable jewel in yoga.
Hey guys, if you like this video, make sure to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more content on spirituality, Tantra and more.
And if you want to sign up for our online classes or for our retreats, you can see our website on the description below.